as I ended my cheerleading career in 2011, which is really interesting. When I did stop being a cheerleader, I think I was 31, and
Wow.
I got the fun nickname that a lot of long tenured, just tenured cheerleaders get, and that's as a fossil. And so I
A
was a
fossil?
fossil,
Oh,
and it's a joke with us on the team. And so there was this moment where I was, the girl next to me who was 18, she could kick to her face on cue, and I was like, I need 30 minutes to stretch out my whole body. This is something about this. But so I retired in 2011, and as I retired, I started to notice that I was losing my hearing. That last year I was cheering on my right side. And when I went to the doctor, after running some tests, their response was, you are losing a little bit of hearing, and it's probably due to cheering in the loudest stadium in the NFL. And
wow.
that felt great until the moment it didn't. And over the next 6 years,
Again, third
yeah,
time.
it's over the next 6 years, 2011, 2017, I saw my primary care physician, a specialist, or went to the emergency room 109 times. And
Wait. Can you repeat that? How many times
109 times,
in
and in
how
six
long?
years, 6 years.
Wow.
And if you think about in a woman who is in her 30s, on average, is going in the US is going to go to the doctor 4 times a year. That was, so I was going
Even a lot.
yeah, I was going a substantial amount, and I was going back with growing symptoms. The symptoms that started with hearing loss, that went into headaches, sinus infections, reoccurring earaches, dizziness, sight problems, and then eventually problems with my speech. And every single time that I went to the doctor, I was treated with different things. I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease, benign positional vertigo, treated for the common cold, anything they could throw a Z-Pack at, they would. I was treated for dehydration more times than I can count, and also given lifestyle advice where it was literally pointing back to the fact that I was a woman, I had periods, I was breastfeeding. And I'll never forget someone actually, a physician actually telling me, you're probably just a tired, overworked mom.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
right. And so it was just a constant searching,
And in this time, you're having babies.
and this time I'm having 2 kids. And
Wow.
I started to have intense vertigo with the second one, and still it was probably the epidural. It was probably this. It was probably, and I was like, no, something is wrong with my body. Like,
Yeah.
somebody listen to me. And then finally, after seeing a celebrity interview with Maria Menounos and Savannah Guthrie,
Yes.
she explained her brain tumor. I called my primary care physician again, asked him to get me into a specialist. And I walked into that specialist office, my 110th appointment, and I said, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I think I have a brain tumor. And I went through my whole health, and he said, I don't think you're crazy. I think you're looking for answers, and I think my job is to find them.
Oh,
And
thank God.
he sent me for an MRI, and 20 minutes after my MRI, he called me and he said, Shanna, something's there and it's big. He told me that it was a 4.5 centimeter, which is the size of a golf ball brain tumor, compressing my brainstem. And he said it's rare, it's benign, which was great, but it's life threatening because of the pressure it was applying to my brainstem. And he gave me 1 year to live, and
Oh my.
without the needed surgery and the right care plan. And so that was a spiraling moment for me. It's like, when you think about what happens when you have that second that changes the before that you knew, and then all of a sudden there becomes an after that is completely different. It's like this fight, flight, or freeze. It's that feeling of ultimate fear. And the one thing I've always shared with people is that I learned so quickly that you can't run away from disease or diagnosis. And that's really where, in that journey, I had to find and claim back my optimism and realize that it's not a feeling, it's a choice. And it is made in the very darkest moment of your lives. And so, and that's really kind of, from that moment, of finding out that I had that tumor, Jennifer, I went back to, I got the care plan. It didn't have a lot of hope. And I knew I needed to exercise my right as a patient and get a second opinion. And I took to social media, and got that second opinion within hours, got connection to that second opinion, because it's virtually impossible for people to get second opinions on their own without that referral and help. And I had a connection to a surgeon in Chicago, and I got up there in 4 hours with all my medical history, sat in front of doctors, and the doctor said, hey, this is going to be a big surgery with a big outcome. And I said, let's go for it. I'm going to leave my family behind. They knew I needed to get the care. That's scary to do, to leave everything, and have to go away for weeks, especially knowing I'm going to have brain surgery. So it's a hefty story. And I think, the different pieces wrapped into it, from getting that care to going through, in January 2018, a 13-hour translabyrinth craniotomy, losing my hearing, and
what does that mean technically?
A translabyrinth craniotomy?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. Thank you. They went on, what that means is they went in on 2 points of my head, 2 sides. So right here and right here, basically I have a scar that goes all the way down my neck, and this side of my head is covered with, a titanium. And they went in that way to have the best chance at removing the entire tumor, and they got it all.